Life History of Shirdi Sai Baba, Chapter 1. The Earth is only a small planet in this great universe which is beyond the grasp of human intelligence. On this planet Earth, there are numerous rivers, mountains, forests, and oceans. Out of 84 million species of insects, birds, and animals and other living creatures on this planet, great sages have concluded that human beings are the best living creatures as they can lead a very divine life. But they, without realizing their higher form among living beings, fall prey to arrogance, egoism, and ajnana, which is ignorance, with the result that they cannot find any peace, thus putting the entire creation to chaos and confusion. What is the cause for all this? We must try to discover the answer as soon as we can. Going further to understand the evolution of life forms on the earth, we come to learn that life first started underwater. Later on, the creatures living underwater learned to live outside the water, that is, on the earth also. Further, evolution took place leading to the development of creatures that could only live off land. Out of these creatures and animals, the human form finally came into existence. The order of Dashawataras is determined in the Puranas only according to the above mentioned theory of evolution only. First, Matsyavatara in the form of fish. Fish can live underwater only. Then Kurmavatara in the form of tortoise that can live inside and outside water, that is on earth. Then Varhavatara, Narasimhavatara, Vamanavatara. The Ramavatara and Krishnavatara have shown to what divine heights man can reach. If we examine carefully the order of the Dashawataras, you find that there is no difference between this order and the theory of evolution of man. This theory of evolution establishes that life at first started underwater, then slowly spread to the earth, adapting itself to the climatic conditions of the earth. These creatures progressively develop into animal forms and ultimately into human beings. Man is superior to other forms of animals inasmuch as he is endowed with thinking power. He has established a social order in the society where everyone can live happily. Towards this end, certain social orders and regulations have started to come into being. People living in different parts of the earth have formulated their own set of social orders depending on the local conditions. Over a period, these social orders and regulations have strengthened and become the religion of those people. People started strengthening their religions. The powerful among them became leaders and rulers. Religions started bowing before the mighty, and a situation arose when the religions had to toe the line of the powerful. Under religious banners, powerful rulers started invading other countries as well as attacking other religions as well. This is the truth that is revealed by world history. Thus, many religions started arriving into our country, Bharat. Several foreign countries invaded our motherland and started spreading their religions here. Thus, Christianity and Islam entered and established themselves. Religion is meant for leading an orderly and disciplined way of life in the society and nothing else. But even in the 21st century, several atrocities are being committed in our country in the name of religion by certain religious fanatics and fundamentalists. This should be carefully noted by all the Sai Bhaktas while considering the present political scenario of the country. Though religion is good for spiritual advancement, only peaceful methods should be followed as per our Hindu Dharma. In the present day conditions, though it is desirable to have one religion for one country, the means adopted to achieve this should be through love or prema marga only. We will try to know more about this as we proceed further. India has been described by our ancestors as Punya Bhumi, Karma Bhumi, Dharma Bhumi, and so on. We will now make an attempt to know how these names originated. Our country's history of the mid-18th century reveals how during the British rule our ancient civilization gradually adopted the modern ways of British culture. Under such circumstances, the Adi Devatas, Ashta Dikpalakas who guard our Punya Bhumi along with Bhudevi went to Vishnu and narrated their woes to him as follows. All through the ages, we have been happily discharging the duties allotted by you in Bharatadesha, but under the changed circumstances, the people are preferring pleasure to dharma, wealth to justice, strength to love, bodily happiness to sacrifice, and materialism to godliness. Unless these undesirable qualities are nipped in the bud, it will lead to utter chaos in the near future. So you must take avatar again in this world to set things right as you have done during your Krishna avatara in Dvapara Yuga and establish peace after the Mahakurukshetra war. After hearing their appeal, Lord Vishnu replied as follows. All of you have discharged your duties properly and established peace, prosperity, and happiness in Bharatadesha all these ages. But as soon as I finished my Krishna avatara, Kali entered the earth. Adi Shakti has created this Kali with a purpose, and therefore it is not proper to stop him from doing his work. The changes that you are noticing in the people of Bharatadesha are only due to this Kali. Then they asked Lord Vishnu how to save the people from the misdeeds of Kali and answered them as follows. You all know why Bharatadesha is called Punya Bhumi. There are a number of places on earth with heavy snowfalls and cold waves. There are several places where you cannot get drinking water or proper food. There are other places which are very hot, but only in places like Bharatadesha there are different seasons. There are also a number of life-giving rivers. Therefore, the people are able to raise good crops and are happy. They are able to take bath regularly and conduct divine activities. The wind god gives good air. Only those who are lucky and did good in previous births are born in this Punya Bhumi and enjoy their natural happiness. This is briefly the history of this Punya Bhumi. Lord Vishnu continued. Kali came to our country after wielding his evil influences elsewhere. His impact will be intensified in the near future, and then the people of this country will also be subjected to a lot of changes. Priority given to one's duties and will take a back seat while importance of wealth will increase. Everyone desires that others should work for him, but the fruits will be enjoyed by him only. This leads to class conflicts. In the name of religion, caste, regions, people will form into groups and will shed blood. Morals will disappear. People belonging to different religions will pray to their respective gods, but none will follow the teachings of gods. Worship will be mechanical and devotion and worship will be separated. Opportunities will steal God's wealth also. It is difficult to save mankind from such effects of Kali. This is Yuga Dharma. Gradually, pious and sincere actions will disappear and there will not be any connection between thoughts and words. Deeds will also be entirely different. It is impossible to save such a situation completely from the influence of Kali. But to a certain extent, it can be checked and brought to a balance with Dharma. I am the preserver of this world. My work increases with the selfishness of man. Therefore, I advise you to approach Lord Shiva and put forth your prayers. Then he will come down to this world in the form of Dattavatar and will impart jnana to mankind and establish peace by his teachings. Thereupon, the Adi Devatas, Ashta Dikpalakas, and Bhudevi approached Lord Shiva and narrated their woes. Accepting their pleas, he promised that he would very soon come to Bharata Desha as Datta Avatar. But since it is Kali Yuga, where people are more materialistic, he will show more miracles after leaving the physical body than when he is in physical bodily form. Thus, assured by Lord Shiva, they returned to their respective places in this world and eagerly waited for the birth of Lord Shiva. As per his promise, Lord Shiva was waiting for an opportune time and for pious parents to whom he would be born on this planet Earth. End of chapter 1.